Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorite. Today I have my big ERIN CONDREN launch day haul. I got every single layout for you guys so I could show them all, compare them all, every single ring color. I got one neutral and the rest are colorful, and I got the new binder system. So we are gonna go into it all, you guys. I'm gonna show it and compare it. Now, I do have another video with a lot of the launch day accessories. That video I will link down below. It gives a really complete walkthrough of the colorful vertical and then a whole bunch of their launch day accessories. So that video will be linked down in the descriptions if you're interested in that. Let's just jump right in here. I got a lot of new covers that are beautiful that I'm excited about. If you're new to ERIN CONDREN, I will try to remember to mention some things like her covers pop on and off really easily. So all the covers are interchangeable and you can buy new covers. Her covers can be written on with wet erase markers, which she sells, some fine tip wet erase markers. And I show you that in my accessories video for the launch day items that is linked down below. You can write on her covers. These are called dashboards. You can also write on them with a Sharpie fine tip marker if you absolutely don't want them to come off for a long time. And then you can remove that with fingernail polish remover or rubbing alcohol. I have done that before. If you're new to ERIN CONDREN, you can choose between a colorful layout and a neutral layout. They're both in her new kaleidoscope design though. You can also choose between hourly, horizontal, and vertical layouts. We're gonna go through all that. You can choose between her coil bound or her new binder system. Also, something to mention is you can choose 18 months, which starts in July of 2019 and goes all the way through the end of December 2020. That's only $5 more. Or you can choose academic year, which is what I always get, 12-month, which is just July 2019 through June 2020. Or you can choose calendar year of 2020. These are her 2020 planners. She's offering academic, calendar year, or an 18-month. So those are all your choices. I know it's a lot to take in if you're new to ERIN CONDREN, but let's just start walking through everything. And as you walk through her website on the ordering process, it really does kind of take you through it well. First, I'm going to show you, this is the colorful. If you want a page by page look at the entire planner, that video is going to be linked down below. And I will try to go through some pages today, but just a really thorough page by page. That video is going to be my launch day with the vertical colorful and the accessories. This is your horizontal choice. This is horizontal colorful. So you have lines, you have a shaded box that coordinates with the color of that month. Now, if you get neutral, you do not have a shaded box. I don't have a neutral and horizontal to show you. I got a neutral only and a vertical to show you because I actually had so many requests to show horizontal colorful. And I also had a lot of requests to show hourly colorful. So let's go into that. Hourly colorful. And then I got a neutral vertical. And then I already have a neutral colorful. So I'm going to be able to show you all those. Let's start getting into this. For those new to ERIN CONDREN, I want to take a little bit of the confusion out and just show you these three layouts to start with before we even get into the binder system. Horizontal, these are all colorful. Hourly, colorful. Vertical, colorful. Vertical, you have just 3 boxes, no lines. So you want to think about that. You can group your 3 boxes however you want, but you don't have lines to write on to keep you maybe a little bit neater or guide you. I personally use the vertical colorful. If you want to see how I plan, I do show that a little bit in my launch day video link down below, but I will also link my updates playlist where I give planning updates every quarter and I show you guys how I plan and we walk through my planner every quarter. I use the vertical colorful. I use the top boxes for appointments and anywhere I have to go for the day or any appointments that are coming to my house so that they stand out to me. The other 2 boxes just take in all my random to-dos and things that I think of that maybe need to get done on that day. And then the bottom is where I usually write my workout, keep track of sick kids, anything like that. To-do list here. So you also have a to-do list here in the hourly. In the horizontal, your to-do list is down here at the bottom, but you do get a full space on all of these layouts for every single day of the week. So none of your days of the week are less space than any of the other days. Your hourly, you have 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. She sends out, ERIN CONDREN sends a survey out every year if you are on her email list. So if you want to fill out this survey, if you're an Erin Condren customer, make sure you sign up for her email list. In this survey, she really listens to what customers want. That's how the whole binder system came to be. But one of the things overwhelmingly was people wanting their hours in the day to go further in the day. I think last year it ended at 7 p.m. I could be wrong on that. They wanted extended hours. This year it starts at 6 a.m. and goes till 9 p.m. But to be able to fit in extended hours, they had to take out the half-hour lines because that would have made a line in the middle of each one of these boxes, and that would have made it really tiny lines to write on. So you just have on the hour. That's not a problem for me. If I have an appointment at say 6:30, I can just put a slash and put a 30 next to it, like right over the AM. I'm totally okay with that. Now, I know some people who are not happy, but as one of the Instagram friends that I love to follow is Jen McIntosh says, change stretches her. Change is good. Sometimes we figure out even better systems with change. Maybe people are going to figure out, even though they start off thinking, I don't like this, they might end up liking it. Personally, for me, I like having the bigger space and it looks less busy without the half-hour lines. I would actually love this without the time slots on it, just with the lines to write in. But I know I'm the oddball. This is their new design. I think it looks really clean. The new design this year all has rounded corners. Every month's color, you have shaded boxes to correspond on every page. You have your little month at a glance down here on the horizontal, and then you have your month at a glance down here on the hourly and the vertical. So these are your colorful in all three of the layouts. They also have a neutral option in all three of the layouts. I will go ahead and pull out here. This is in my notebook and I pulled it out so it'd be easy to show. This is the neutral option in the vertical. So let's put it next to the vertical and we will go ahead and compare that. Here is your colorful vertical. This is your neutral. So you can see how that compares to your colorful vertical right here. You have the same shape and everything's the same on your page. You're taking out all the color. Now, some people say this really isn't neutral because they do have some color in the neutral. It's not just black and white. So they are giving you some color. I really love the font in here. That's just to mark the first day of your new month. And everything looks so clean to me. I love it. There's just a little colored hexagon down here. I'm not sure why they needed to add that in. I don't know. The cleaner, the better for me. The less little doohickeys everywhere. But that's just personal preference is what it comes down to. So I hope that helps you guys a little bit who are trying to choose. I know it's really hard to choose, and not just for first-time Erin Condren buyers. I know lots of people who I follow on Instagram who have been using Erin Condren for years, and this year they are really torn on whether to use neutral or colorful. So let's look at the beginning. When your month starts, in your colorful, you get a lined page. On your tabbed page, so this page is a little bit thicker, in the neutral, let me try to pull this over as much as I can. I know you can't see the other side of the colorful, but we'll flip to that. In the neutral, you get a dot grid. In the colorful, you have a blank page for kind of like your monthly dashboard, and that's on your tabbed page. And your quote on here, here's your colorful quote compared to your neutral quote. You still have some colors in your neutral. I mean, they are completely different looks. They really are. And that's why people are having a hard time deciding. In your colorful, you are getting basically the same on this page to me. It's just more color. You're not having shading here, but you're still having dot grid to like make habit trackers or whatever you want to do down here. You still have your lined box right here for whatever you want to do, whether that's a monthly to-do list or whether it's to collect like monthly memories or something you need to remember that month, or if you're keeping track of stuff budgeting wise. Of course, you can also do that on this page. You have birthdays and 4 monthly goals. So these boxes are shaded in your colorful. That's the difference between the neutral and colorful. When you look at your month laid out, neutral has just little teeny dotted lines and colorful has a full line. They both have holidays written in a light gray near the bottom of your box. In colorful, you have the kaleidoscope color kind of border at the top and the bottom. And then you have your shaded to go with the color of the month for your notes. In the neutral, you don't have any shading, but you have just a little of the neutral kaleidoscope at the top of each day. And then the month script really pretty up there. So you can see the difference in the neutral and the colorful pages. Let's look at the weekly page one more time in the vertical. Then after your monthly layout, you go into your weekly layout, when your month color changes, it just changes exactly like that. It's always happy when I start a new month, and I love to see a new color, and I love that visual of just one month is ending and the next month is beginning. The first year I used ERIN CONDREN 2 years ago, I did actually use a neutral, and that's when there really wasn't much color in the neutral at all, and I wrote with a lot more colored dual tip markers in mind. Now I write more in black and I highlight with my ERIN CONDREN dual tip markers. I've been in the colorful since then. I really love seeing the colors every month, but the neutral is beautiful too. And then it leaves a more blank space for if you're a stickering person or if you want to add your colors and your touch every month. So I love that she offers both options. I really feel like she has something for everyone. So this is how your layout compares. You have a thicker colored line and you have just a dotted line that doesn't take up as much room. Down here, you have your little hexagon instead of kind of like your thick colored line right there. So that almost looks like a title for this box. A lot of people I know put their dinners down here, or maybe their workouts like I do, or their steps for the day, or their water tracking. So there's all kinds of things you can do with that. But you can see how each new month is marked different in each planner. You don't have a big month changeover in your neutral. You just really have that one little hexagon right there. So that's your comparison of neutral, and we will go over the whole binder system, but that's your neutral with your colorful. And so I only have the vertical neutral. Everything else I have in colorful. All the planners I ordered are academic year 12 month. This is how thick. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys, and then I'm going to show you the ring colors, and we'll do a quick walkthrough of the whole planner. This is the size of your rings for a 12 month. You do have a bigger ring if you order the 18 month. This is your black ring choice. I've never actually bought black rings before. I did this specifically to be able to show you guys black rings. My sister has bought black rings. My sister, who's actually done several videos with me, she has gotten black rings, I think, most of the last couple years. Then there's rose gold, which I've actually never gotten before either. I always get gold rings. If I spring for a colored ring, I always get gold. Although now that I see the rose gold in person, it really is beautiful. So I'm really actually loving the rose gold too. I might be a convert to that now, but my planner this year, I got gold on, but I might really change my mind on that now. I got one of her new little products. She now sells several planner charms. This came free with your order if you ordered on her Insider Day. She gives you 2 days to order as an ERIN CONDREN Insider before official launch. And if you just sign up on her website, you can be an insider. So if you want early access to her launch, and if you want to get those sale emails early and be notified of those type of things, just sign up to be an ERIN CONDREN Insider. Got this cool charm that came free with our order that says "Love to Plan" on the front and ERIN CONDREN Insider on the back. And let's see if I can unhook this. Okay, I'm having a hard time unhooking that. I actually got it on really easily. I'm sure when I'm off camera, I'm going to be able to unhook it. It's just like a lobster claw clasp. She actually sells mini charms now that can hook onto your little folio on like to the elastic, or can hook onto your planner if you're like kind of a charm type of person. She sells initials, so you might want to check that out. On your covers, you can always put your name, you can put a quote like I did, or you can leave it blank, and then a lot of times the design will fill in. As you play with that stuff on her website, it will come up and show you what it's going to look like. So I love that. I love the beautiful new covers. Let me show you what comes with every single planner, and then we will walk through them all real quick. With every single planner order in your box, you get a gift tag sticker. It's in any color, so you never know what you're going to get. You get a postcard, like a motivational type of postcard that comes with every order in your box. With your planner, this will be in your back pocket. This is one of my very favorite items from ERIN CONDREN, and I actually always end up buying extras of these. If it didn't come in my planner, I would definitely buy it anyway. It is her perpetual calendar, and this year's is especially beautiful, you guys. I mean, Woven Wonder was fine. It wasn't my favorite design. I loved the year before Painted Petals. Kaleidoscope is amazing though, you guys. I think it's my favorite since I started using ERIN CONDREN, and this book is no exception. It's the most beautiful perpetual calendar. It's just every month of the year, you have each month in a vertical layout. Now, you can fill out your book once with birthdays and anniversaries and your family and things you want to remember of that nature, and then you won't ever have to fill out one again for that. But I use my books for all different things besides that. I have used it before to track, or I still am actually, chronic illnesses or chronic pain. It's really good for that. because it's easy to see and it's easy to take it and count it up and take it into your doctor. Also for keeping track if your kids have any chronic illnesses or pain, or you just want to keep track of your kids' illnesses during the year, how many times they get sick, what they get, and how long it lasts. Now, my kids are older, so they're not getting sick a lot, but when they were really little, I had one of my babies who got so many ear infections. He ended up needing ear tubes when he was 7 months old, but it would have been really nice to be tracking that this way to see exactly how often the ear infections were coming, what medication we went on, how long we were on the meds, when did the next ear infection start, that type of thing. So I love the perpetual calendars for that not so fun part of life of illnesses and chronic pain, that type of thing. Also have used them for weight tracking, like on every weigh-in day, because then it's easy just to look through your month and compare all your months and see how you're doing. You can use them for daily gratitude. I'm also using one right now and about to finish it up for an entire year of using it for just a 1 line a day. Just kind of something to remember from every day. So this month finishes up my 1 year of using it for that. I have seen people use them for all different other numerous purposes that aren't coming to mind right now, but there are so many great ideas for how to use this perpetual calendar. And like I said, you can pick up extras. This comes with every single life planner. It comes in your back pocket. Actually, I think it comes on the back side. You know where to look for that. It's in there. This also came free with the charm on Insight or Order Day. It is her sticky note pad, and it comes with about that much sticky. It's really good to put in your planner for pre-planning. Now, I will say her Post-its never stick as well for me as Post-it brand. I wish she would be able to partner with Post-it brand. They stick well enough, and many people stick, the adhesive dot roller on the back if they really want it to stick in well, or you want your Post-it to stay for a long time. But you can put this on your week, especially in the vertical, because there's actually a spot for it for pre-planning or for just a list for that week. You don't want it to be permanent in there. You can just stick it in. And then with every planner, you also get this little packet right here. And inside your packet are a couple of things. Inside your packet, this is a box label. I will show you the box. This year, every single life planner comes with a storage box. So if you want to store your planner in it and archive your planner at the end of the year on a shelf, this goes on the spine of that box and you can label it with the year. They did not print the year on here because let's think about it. Some people are buying academic year, some people are buying calendar year. So some people are going to want to write 2019/2020, and some people are going to want to write just 2020. It comes with 3 compliment cards, and you never know what colors you're going to get. You can buy packages of these compliment cards. They're beautiful. They come with the foiling, silver, gold, and rose gold. They have great motivational quotes, and these kaleidoscope ones I think are the prettiest ones yet. And look at the back with the kaleidoscopes. That one's neutral, and then the colorful. These are just fun to be able to throw in a gift you're giving to someone, cards you're sending to someone, a package, or write a little note and stick it on someone's desk at your office, or stick it in your kid's lunchbox if you have girls. I mean, I only have boys. They would have never appreciated these notes, I can tell you that. But some boys might. And then you get 2 gift tag stickers. Those are so beautiful. One neutral, one colorful. Then you get 2 20% off coupons. Your code is on the back of here. For your next 2 orders, you have 20% off coupons. I think that is so nice that ERIN CONDREN gives you that. I know I love them and use them. This just outlines what came in your little package with your life planner. It tells you about compliment cards, gift labels, the discount card, the storage box, and the hexagon box label. Here is your kaleidoscope box. So I'm thinking if they're going to keep doing boxes every year, if people have a good response, they're going to make it patterned for that year. And then sitting on your shelf, you're going to see the spine of the pattern for that year. And then you can put your hexagon sticker on here to label the year. I like the idea. So it's easy to archive and save my past planners because I definitely save them now. Before I started this channel 2 years ago, I did not save them. This box is a little bit more heavy duty than the top, not super heavy duty. You can see mine got a tiny bit bent. So did some of my other ones. This part is just cardboard though. It could fold flat. Like it could flat pack. I wouldn't say it's a super nice deluxe box, but it's nice enough to store your planner in, have a label on the side there, and have it sitting up in your shelf. Sitting in your shelf, it actually looks really nice. I've tested it in my office. I like this idea. I just hope they might make the boxes a little bit nicer next year where they're not like that, pushing in. Being that this is their first year with the boxes, I know they're going to improve things and change them. They always do. So I think starting this is a great idea moving forward, since people love to archive and save their planners. And this just makes it a little bit easier and it looks nicer on the shelf. One other thing that comes with your planner is a ruler. I also love their mini page markers. Here is one of their little mini snap-in bookmarks. They come in a 3-pack. I just happen to grab the neutral. These snap in so easily too, and I actually love these. This one hasn't ever been snapped in, so it's a little bit tighter of a fit to get in. But once you snap them in and out a few times, these just flow seamlessly. They're so thin. They don't block any of your page, and they're easy to mark numerous places in your planner. I love these mini snap-in bookmarks, but you do get a bookmark for free. And in my opinion, they have greatly improved the bookmarks this year. They snap in much easier than previous years. They snap out easier. I did not like previous years at all. The little tabs would break off. They weren't flexible enough. They didn't snap in and out easily. These are amazing. This is an amazing improvement. You have your kaleidoscope design. You have an actual ruler on there. And then it also gives you a straight edge for drawing lines in your planner or writing in your planner. So this is handy to keep in your planner if you're on the go and you need a ruler or a straight edge with you. My planner always stays at home. I've never used these since I didn't love their bookmarks in the past, but I would actually use them now. You have a vellum page in the front of each planner. Then you have your nameplate page. You have beautiful, colorful quotes starting you out. If you have the neutral, then it looks different, and I'll run you through that in the binder system. Here is your year at a glance. In mine, I use their colorful mini dot stickers, and I have showed that on my Instagram. If you want to join me there, I check in daily there and share all about my own personal planning. I also just review a lot of planners that I don't use. I review planners on my channel to just get the planners out there, show you guys what's out there, and also help you make educated decisions on what you want to spend your money on. ERIN CONDREN is my personal weekly planner that I use, but I review a lot of other planners on my channel that I don't use. You have your 12 boxes in the colorful. They are so beautiful. I like to use monthly stickers here, label them with the months. I use this to put in bills that are due infrequently throughout the year, even ones that are auto-charged, because then I just know when they're coming out, such as Audible, Amazon Prime, HOA, life insurance, car insurance, AC checks and heat checks, which come twice a year. Then I also record our dentist appointments and well checks. It's kind of a mix of those infrequent bills that come 1 to 4 times a year, and then our well checks and dentist appointments. And that has worked so well for me, keeping track of that last couple years. Before every month, you have this lined page. Your monthly tab does not take you into the month like in years past. And I'm really sad about that. I personally want the tab to always open to my monthly layout. You have a page per month. You have your motivational quote per month, which if you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm big on motivational quotes. So I love that those are in here. Then you have a nice dashboard for your month. This is new this year. I'm not sure what I'm going to use mine for. I will figure it out, and I will be sharing on Instagram as I move into this new planner. I will be sharing how I set it up. In last year's, we only had 1 lined page per month. These 2 pages are brand new and adding 2 extra pages to every month. I don't necessarily need that big a room for birthdays. I don't really have that many birthdays to list every month, but I also might just list special holidays or anything we want to celebrate that month. Or I might list like days off school that month, kind of under birthdays, like divide the section. I think that's kind of how I might be using that extra room under birthdays. I like having the monthly goals, although I would like it just as much if it wasn't labeled monthly goals and it was just 4 hexagons, so you could make it whatever you wanted it to be. I like how this is blank, so I can make it whatever I want it to be. Then you go into your monthly layout. You always have your previous month and your next month in a light gray. All your holidays are always noted. Note section for every month. And then this is your horizontal, colorful layout. Your holidays are noted on the day right there in a light gray. This is where they're noted in the horizontal. You have a look at the entire month in your notes section every week. So you have Monday through Thursday on the left side and Friday, Saturday, Sunday on the right side. Every month is assigned a different color in the colorful, and that is the same throughout. No matter whether you pick hourly or vertical, your colors stay the same. So I'm going to run you through the colors for every month. August is like a golden yellow. And there's your shading for that. Pins show up great on these shaded boxes. People were asking me. I picked like the darkest month color, which was January. And I wrote all kinds of pins on these shaded boxes and it shows up perfectly. September is a nice dark purple. All the colors make sense to me, flowing with the seasons in the US. I'm sorry to those who don't live in the US because I know they don't necessarily flow for your seasons. I love how October's orange. And then November is a teal. January is a darker teal than November though. So here's your November and you can see the color change per month. November is like a teal blue, a nice fall color. And then December is this lime green. At first I wasn't so sure about this, but I've actually gotten used to this December color. All her stickers, her holiday stickers, look really well with this lime green. And even for this traditional gal, I've been happy with this, with her holiday stickers. And I do show how I just sticker my planner a little bit. I am a functional planner. Here's your dark teal for January. I sticker my entire planner when I first get it. I will put my stickering video down below, how I use ERIN CONDREN stickers only. I do functional planning, so I sticker at the very beginning when I first get my planner, and then I don't ever have to sticker again, and then I know where I can write. And so my pages are not covered in stickers, and mainly where the bulk of my stickers fall are on holidays and that type of thing, or if we're having birthdays in our family. March is a really light green. April is a dark purple. I haven't been showing every single quote, but I did show that in an Instagram post. So if you want to see that, come follow me on Instagram. Look for that post. It was pretty recent because somebody asked me to show every single quote. May is my least favorite color. It's probably the only color I don't like in the Life Planner. I really love all the colors. I just can't get into this peach. And I know that's just a personal opinion because some people may love it. June is a nice, vibrant green, like when everything's turned green. July is a navy, which I love for the 4th of July. We're ending there. So you just get right in the beginning of July. Then you go, because mine's a 12-month academic, into a notes section. You have 3 lined note pages and you get a tab labeled notes. You have 4 dot grid pages with a little kaleidoscope design going down the side vertically. You have 2 coloring pages, which I never do anything with. You have a new page, which has 12 hexagons. So you could use this for something tracking during the year. I'm thinking I'm just going to write 1 good memory per month. I'm thinking that's how I'm going to use mine. Just something I want to remember from that month. But it could be tracking goals or weight loss or finances. It could be used for tracking a lot of different things since there's 12 boxes there. You have a contact section with a nice tab. I don't ever use my contact section because I keep all that on my phone, but it's such a cute section. And I haven't thought of anything else that I really need to like write here or keep track of. I guess I could just list like books I read and books that we read in homeschool. I homeschool my youngest. I have a 10-year-old and I have an almost 16-year-old in high school. He has always attended public school though, my oldest, and my youngest went to preschool and kindergarten in public school, and then I have homeschooled him since then. Here is your coming up year, 2021. ERIN CONDREN in one of her lives said she loves to get an 18 months. She doesn't mind having more bulk because she likes all her future months to plan ahead those next 6 months. And then she ends up changing out her planner at the academic year, but then she has all her future planning in there. This is where I future plan because I don't have a huge amount to write to future plan. You can just list dentist appointments or vacations or something you have going on that month here. And then when you move into your new planner, you have it all right here to move in. And I actually have that filled up in my planner right now. I will be showing in my next quarter's video in Q2 for this year under my planning updates playlist how I've moved in. So I'll kind of show you my old life planner and how I've moved into my new one. You get 4 pages of stickers with every life planner, and they are beautiful, you guys. I always tear mine out and then I cut off the little, little spiral tear outs, and then I store them in the pocket back here because they're just easier to use when they're not in the planner. Then I can pull them out and use them. These are beautiful. This page is all gold metallic. You have all rose gold metallic on these. Then this is my favorite page, and this is new this year. They did not have this last year. I love this page with the birthday cakes and the cupcakes and the celebrates. I would love it if they did more pages of these, and I could do with less of these because I do buy extras of their labels, but I don't end up using a lot of these. And then their new label stickers this year. I use these for all my appointments. So I really like these, and they sell extra pages of these in packs. I always end up buying extras of these. I use them to label all my appointments in my top box and my vertical. It just helps them to stand out. And then if appointments change, these pull up very easily and you can just throw them away and write a new one. And I love the change that they've made to them this year. Then you get a really heavy duty, nice pocket here. Full size pocket on both sides. That's also an upgrade from last year. So love that. And that is the end of your life planner. So that's a basic walkthrough of every single life planner. The layouts are a little bit different, but that is basically what is in every single life planner. I, of course, since I'm lucky enough to be able to buy every layout each year to review for you guys with my referral points. And how I get those referral points is if it is your first Erin Condren order, you can use my link down below that says $10 off your first Erin Condren order. It will take you to sign up for an account with your email with Erin Condren. Then they will email you a $10 off code. So your first order, even if they're running a sale, you can still use that $10 off code. When you use that, then I also get credit and I get a $10 referral credit. Thank you so much for everyone who's used that link. I call it a win-win. That's how I build up enough referral credits to buy all this product to review for you guys. I would definitely not be able to buy all this if it were not for those referral credits. I'm lucky enough to get to be able to play in all these layouts, but I have always stayed in the vertical. Now, one year I used my horizontal and I used that with my Polaroid zip camera and put a picture here for almost every day and did journaling every day. That was a lot of work, but I love how that turned out. Horizontal also makes a great journal. I've played around with the hourly, but I've always stayed in the vertical. It just works for me. I love the separation of the 3 boxes. I love how my appointments and everything can stand out and everything else can just be listed. I love Erin Condren because of her paper, and I'm going to show you a pen test. My pen test I did in the binder, and then we're going to go into the binder system and talk all about that. And Plan with Laken posted a video. She was at Go Wild and she was with Erin Condren, invited to her little session. She talked to them specifically about the binder and why they did certain things in it. And she was able to video that for her vlog. I will link her video down below. And she tells you exactly, it's like at 27 minutes where Erin Condren's talking about the binder. She answers a lot of questions. So I will link that down below. Erin Condren paper is amazing. It is 80-pound paper. It is Mohawk 80-pound paper. It smells amazing. It takes pen amazing. And look at that. You do not have any bleed through. Here's your fountain pen. So even with a fountain pen, you can see it a tiny bit, but there's really no bleed through. It does have tooth to it. So I wouldn't say it's the best paper for fountain pen, but I know that some people do use fountain pen on it. I showed this on Instagram when I was asked it, and several people said they use a fine nib. Am I even saying that right? Because I'm not a fountain pen user in Erin Condren, and that they love it and it works great for them. And this is the neutral, so you can see everything coming through even more, I feel like, than without having colors. I never even noticed ghosting or anything. I write mainly all in black in my planner, and then like I said, I underline or circle things with my Erin Condren dual tip markers. And I talked all about these new accessories in that video I'm linking down below, my launch day video. This is her newest 10 pack. It has really beautiful colors. These are the dual tip markers that I keep talking about. This is her planny pack, which hooks on the planner and can hold a whole ton. Dual tip just means one end is bigger and it's more like a marker end. And then you have a fine tip end, and that end is better for writing. And these are kind of like your felt tip, like markers. I absolutely love them, but I have a lot more about her accessories in that video I'm going to link for you guys down below. Let's talk about the binder. They kept the pages the exact same size, 7x9. They wanted to come up with a ring system that would take all your Erin Condren accessories that you already had. They wanted your same rulers to fit in here. They wanted the same dashboards to fit in here. I will show you one of those. So if you've already invested in these type of things, like here's her newest dashboard right here. This is called a dashboard too, I think. but just, different sizes. This can mark your place. You can also write on it with the wet erase markers. This is all in my new accessories video. Keep track of dinners, like with sticky notes, and move them around. Keep a page with sticky notes with all your favorite dinners. Then you can just place them on each week and move them around. If you already have these things, I think it was really smart. They wanted this binder to be interchangeable. Now, a punch is coming for this binder, but that all depends on really how well the binder does, from what I understand from hearing ERIN CONDREN talk. She wants to wait and see what the response to the binder is. Now, I will say these things don't slide as well as in your rings. At least this one isn't, but they do snap in and work in here. Your ruler slides really well. Maybe I'm just not getting this on the right number. Your dashboards slide in if you want to still use them. So they made the rings the system where you can pop all the things you already have in and out. It's the same planner pages, the same size. Oh, that works really well. I must have just not got this on the right little numbers. So this works really well. She said it was an engineering feat to get the rings right to line up for this. This is an 8-ring binder, holds 7x9 pages, holds all the ERIN CONDREN dashboards and accessories that you already have, and you can just pop them in and out. Now, a binder pages are not going to slide the same as with a coil. You have to understand that. But this ruler works really well. You might have to do this with your binder, just like you do with pages in a school notebook. You can't flip it the same as a spiral because there is, the binder connection in the middle. Now, they tried it with tabs on the end. ERIN CONDREN talked about that in LAKEN's video, which I mentioned, which will be linked down below. And she mentioned a couple problems with those. So they ended up not going with your binder tab, having a cleaner look and not having that issue. And you just need to open it and close it by the middle rings. Just use your middle rings. It works really well. You have a couple different covers, and gold rings come in all of them, except for the neutral kaleidoscope color comes with silver rings, because she said it just looked better. Many people asked, why is there woven wonder on the inside cover? She said the inside just looked really, kind of blah, being plain. And they wanted something with a little bit of texture, but not something that would be so busy and compete with the kaleidoscope. So they settled on woven wonder in just like the color, coordinating with the color of that cover. And I think it looks really nice. And I kind of like an ode to last year in here. I kind of like that. And then when you're going to close your whole big binder, you do have to kind of grab your pages and pull it around like that. I got the blue linen cover. So it's like a linen-like texture, navy, I should say. And yeah, it is picking up the fuzzies from my linen board right here that I have, that I do my filming on. So you might want to think about that. The two kaleidoscope covers are more like a slick feel. Like as ERIN said, she said like an apple box, like this, like the inside of this, a slick, smooth feel. Maybe not so slick, not like shiny, but like a matte, smooth feel, like an Apple box with your new phone in it or your new iPad or computer. So if you don't want a linen cover, a material cover, then you do have the kaleidoscope options with that. This is only 12 months of the planner in here. Every single binder system comes with 18 months. It just comes that way. It's $60. Your life planners are $55. Colored rings upgraded from silver are $10 more. Your life planner is $55 and that comes with silver rings. The binder is just $60. You don't get a ring color choice. Just depends on what color cover you choose. 18 months in here was kind of too hefty for me, but that's the genius of the binder system. You can take out as many months as you want and keep in as many months as you want. They said it just depends on how well the binder system does. If it does well, they definitely will want to make pages for it in the future where you could buy like packs of pages, like, lined or dot grid. You could add things to it, but they're testing it out. They want to see how it does. They want to see the response before they put a whole bunch of money into new product, which I think we can all completely understand. In neutral planners, your tabs are a light gray. I really like that. They used to be black. I like light gray better. And the colorful, your tabs are the color of every month and match every month. In your neutral, you still have a lined page, and this is what your neutral lined page looks like. Then you still have your same quotes, but they just look different, and most of your page is white. Then you have dot grid instead of a blank space on this side. In the colorful, you have the blank dashboard space. This is lined out exactly the same as in the colorful. That's your monthly again, which we kind of already showed in the neutral, but this is how it looks in the binder. And then this is your weekly layout for vertical. The genius of the binder is especially for left-handed people or people that just don't like writing with a coil, people who really like to make their planner look pretty and plan out your whole week and then put it in and you're not writing in it a lot more, which is not what I do. I'm constantly jotting down, working in my planner, writing in it. But for people who just want to set it up and have it laid out to look at, you can take your pages out so easily, write all over them, sticker all over them, and then put them back in. And also for stickering, it won't matter how thick it gets because you can take out however many pages you want and only carry a certain number of months with you in here. I think the binder system is going to be a really good addition to ERIN CONDREN. As they figure out what people want and how people respond to this will be what is added to it in the future. Right now, you cannot buy the binder, just the binder itself separately. You cannot just buy the punched pages, the inserts separately. Right now, you can't. It is a binder system. Now, I should say it's actually not more because if you buy the 18-month planner and the coil, that is also $60 because adding those extra 6 months is $5. That's not much at all to add an extra 6 months. So it just depends on if you want to carry around that heft. Let's look at how some of the other things look in neutral back here under your notes. Your note pages just look a little bit different in neutral, but it's the exact same pages. The dot grid's the same. The coloring pages are the same. These pages look different in neutral. So you have just the colors used in neutral this year. So really, instead of neutral this year being, let's say, just basically black, white, and gray, it really is a more pastel palette. That's what some people were saying. Some neutral people were a little disappointed because they like it to be just more black, white, and gray. I think the pastel palette is pretty, but I understand that if people want just a neutral design, what they're getting this year is more of a pastel palette. But there really is not a lot of color on your monthly and not a lot of color on your weekly pages either. Really just that, which you could cover with a sticker. That's only on the first day of the month. And then your little colored hexagon down here, which I'm sure sticker people will cover that up too. And the rest is just white. Here's what your look ahead at 2020 looks like in the neutral. And let's look at your neutral stickers because those are different colors too. Now, do you see how this is made for the coil and it still fits in here? ERIN had said in the beginning they weren't sure. They felt like binder system people might not be big stickering people, which I don't think is going to be the case at all, really. There's so many stickering people that love ERIN CONDREN. I bet some of them are going to get into the binders. So they weren't going to add stickers to this binder, but then she thought it just didn't feel right to her. I love that. And she thought we'll just include the stickers if they want to use them, if they don't want to use them. And I love that. So you can see the coloring is different in the neutral with your stickers. You're going with the pastel, neutral, layout, color scheme. And then these are even different in your pastel color scheme. I thought I would get these stickers out and compare them because I know people might really want to see the comparison between colorful and neutral. So there's your first page. And let's go to the next one. Here's your next page, colorful and neutral. You can see there is a huge difference. And this also is an ode to kind of, what every single planner page and the vibe of your planner is if you pick colorful or neutral. Colorful or neutral, both still have the silver as the foiling color, but look really different in the colors of, the cakes, the happy birthdays, the color used in the little banners. And then the colors used in your label stickers are completely different for neutral also. You have the pastel color scheme to match that, which I think those are beautiful too. Your folder in the neutral has silver foiling on it just on the front. The back doesn't have the silver foiling. Your folder has the spiral cut out right there, the same as the stickers, but it works and flows in here perfectly. That is your binder system. I think for possibly like journaling and a horizontal in here might be really good because you can take out the pages to write on and not have to worry about a coil or anything. And then as they make more page packs, possibly, hopefully, you can add in extra pages, add things in, take things out. Also, if you want to put like Polaroid zip pictures, it doesn't matter how hefty it gets. So there are all those options with the binder. This is just a brand new system for ERIN CONDREN this year. And I loved that they jumped into this. But I wanted to show you because I kept mentioning this. Here is my picture journal that I used my Polaroid zip. And I have several videos on this. I kept up with this journal pretty well for an entire year. I got an 18-month, but I think I only went about 13 months, something like that, maybe 14, because I do chatbooks. off my family only Instagram. So I really feel like I'm kind of already covered there. This was something fun to try for a year. My sister did it. She got the idea from Pretty Neat Living, Jen at Pretty Neat Living. So we both tried it. It's fun to look back on because even though I do chapbooks, it's fun to see your own handwriting and pictures that you just took and printed that very day. I'm going to show you what else I got in my launch day order really fast. This was not in my accessory videos. I got some kaleidoscope washi tape. I think it's beautiful, and I actually don't use a lot of washi in my ERIN CONDREN. I just use some of her stickers, but I actually use this in my HOBONICHI weeks planner, which I plan my content in, and I do have videos on that too, and I have a HOBONICHI playlist. I love these zipper bags from ERIN CONDREN. They used to come with your planner purchase, but they don't this year anymore. We got a box instead. But I picked up a few extras of these because I love to store cards in them, gift labels, stamps, stickers, receipts. I have a whole bunch in a little container store container that I can flip through and find stuff. Picked up a perpetual calendar, another one. Those were just extra packs that came with my other planners. I picked up 2 of her softbound lined notebooks. I have a whole video on these. I will link it down below also. I love these. These are their new notebook designs. They're soft bound, but they're not too soft. The edges are lined. They make beautiful gifts or just great notebooks to throw in your purse. And then an idea to archive my planners that I got from Plan with LAKEN, I believe, is to use the cover of the year. So like this was Painted Petals, put the year on it and then archive that planner. That was the year that I switched from calendar year to academic year. So I had 2 different planners that year. I printed 2 of those covers, and then this is for my Woven Wonder last year. I kind of love the idea of having that year's theme on a cover to archive it. Now, ERIN CONDREN also has these covers where you can choose any word or saying on it, like a letter board. And this is how I was going to archive my planners. So I had already bought these, and it just comes with whatever color you choose in your number or lettering on there. I'm still not sure which way I'm going to archive them. I like both of these ideas, and I didn't want these to go away and go off the site and then me not have them. So that's why I went ahead and got these. So I'm not sure which way I'll archive my planners. I will definitely share it on Instagram when I decide and do that. All right, guys, if you've stuck with me this long, thank you so much. You deserve some kind of award. I wish I could dish you out some popcorn and Coke Zeros or ice cream, Milk Duds, whatever you prefer. Thanks for sticking with me. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear what you ordered if you ordered a planner this year. What layout did you go with? Did you go with colorful or neutral? The big question that's out there right now. I would love to know if you're a longtime ERIN CONDREN user or if you're new this year and what you think about her planners this year. Share down below so we can all read. I love to hear what's going on with you guys. Thanks for watching. Happy planning, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.